Perek Arba Misas Bezdin, Daf Nun Bey, sponsored L'Refuah Shalema for Yor Rafael Ben Shulamis. We begin with the Mishnah. The Mishnah in the Gemara discusses the procedure for execution by burning. Tanakama states the accused was submerged in manure up to his knees to keep him steady. A rough scarf was placed within a soft one, pulled by the witnesses from each end to force his mouth open. Rabbi Yehuda holds to use tongues to force his mouth open to avoid choking him, while another lights a wick, throws it into his mouth, causing it to descend and burn his intestines. A question: what kind of wick does the Mishnah refer? The answer: it was a wick of molten lead poured down the accused's throat. The Ad Ramah explains the wick refers to its hardened shape, easier to melt. He was burned internally. A source. Number 1. Gzera Shava to the company of Korach. Concerning the Bas Kohen, the verse states, B'esh Tisarev. Concerning the company of Korach, the verse states, Asher hikrivu hasrufim. Previous verse states, Es machtois ha'ela benafshosam. They sinned and were punished by their souls. The sons of Aaron cannot be the source because the verse states, Vatochal osam. Although their death began internally by 2 strands of fire entering their nostrils, the verse concludes, Vatochal osam. All was burned except for their clothing. This form of execution would not be appropriate. Based on the verse, V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, the choice of execution must be the least agonizing and disfiguring. Despite this, the Gzera Shava is necessary to teach. Even where the body remains intact, it classifies as burning. Number 2, Rabbi Eliezer learns a Gzera Shava from the sons of Aaron. They were burned for wishing the demise of Moshe and Aaron. There, the verse states, Yifku es hasreifa, their death was internal from the verse, Vayamusu lifnei Hashem. It appeared as a regular death. He understands the term benafshosam, related to the company of Korach, not as the manner of their death, but the reason they sinned with their souls. A question: why not learn the Bas Kohen from the sin offering bulls that are burned completely? The answer: the Gemara bases its derivation on the greater number of similarities to the sons of Aaron or the company of Korach. Number 1, all cases were condemned humans. Number 2, all cases were sinning humans. Number 3, all cases lost their lives from burning. The bulls were slaughtered first, then burned. Number 4, there is no application of the law of Pigul to the 3 human cases, whereas there is to the bulls. The list of similarities to the burned bulls: number 1, the bulls and the Bas Kohen are burned to fulfill a mitzvah. Number 2, they were commandments for all generations, not one-time events. Now we move on to a new Mishnah. This Mishnah discusses a dispute concerning the procedure for execution by beheading. Tanakama holds the accused is decapitated standing, cutting his head off from the front, executions performed by governments. It is not classified as uvechukoseyam lo selechu, because the Torah states concerning an ir nidachas lefi charev. Since it is a form of execution stated in the Torah, it is not an adopted Gentile practice. The proof: although it is customary to burn a Gentile king's property after his demise, a brisa states it is permissible to burn a Jewish king's property because the custom is mentioned in the Tanakh. Rabbi Yehuda holds decapitating standing is disgraceful, since it imitates the Gentile manner of execution, since an axe can be used in place of a sword. He is beheaded as an animal, his head is chopped off on a chopping block with an axe. In an upcoming chapter, a Mishnah teaches a murderer is executed by beheading. The source: concerning one who murders his slave, a verse states, Nakom hinoken. Another verse states, Vevesi olecha cherev no kemes. We know it does not refer to stabbing because the verse concerning ir hanidacha states lefi chorev. David HaMelech refers to a double-edged sword as cherev pipiyos. A question: how do we know it refers to beheading? Perhaps it means slicing the whole body vertically. Perhaps only for one who kills a slave, not a free man. The answer: all murderer's execution is learned from the Egla Rufa, including the murder of a free man. The verse states, Vata tivaer dam naki. Although the Egla Rufa is axed, a sword is used for a human since he dies more quickly. He is beheaded rather than sliced lengthwise since it is less gruesome. If you're enjoying Daf and Fly, please click on the link below, subscribe and become a sponsor. Thank you.